Good morning. Today's class epimers, enomers, epimerization of glucose, then preparations and chemical properties of fructose, that is levulose. In the carbohydrates, glucose doesn't give addition product with ammonia and sodium bisulfate. Similarly, it doesn't restore the pink color of ship's base. It gives mutarotation. It explains mutarotation. And glucose, when it reacts with methanol in HCl, it gives two isomeric alpha methyl glucosides and beta methyl glucosides, which causes for the ring structure or cyclic structure of glucose. Here in the glucose, the aldehyde group is not free. Therefore, it doesn't give addition product with ammonia and sodium bisulfite. Here, due to the cyclic form of glucose, it explains mutarotation. And when it reacts with methanol in HCl, it gives alpha methyl glucoside and beta methyl glucoside of two isomeric forms. Here, glucose, when it reacts with methanol in HCl, it gives alpha methyl glucoside and beta methyl glucoside. These two are called anomers. The Haworth structures of methyl glucosides are OCH, OCH3, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. Here it is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, sixth carbon. It is alpha methyl glucoside, in which, that is, first and second carbon OH groups are cis to each other. But in beta methyl glucosides, here the 1,2 carbons OH and OCH3 groups are trans to each other. The Haworth structure of beta methyl glucoside is OCH, OCH3, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. Means here it is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, sixth carbon. These are the Haworth structures of alpha methyl glucoside and beta methyl glucoside. Similarly, the chair conformers of same alpha methyl glucosides and beta methyl glucoside, in which, that is, the first and second carbon OCH3OH are seen to each other in alpha methyl glucosides, then OCH3OH are trans to each other in the beta methyl glucoside. It is the structure of that is chain conformers of alpha methyl glucoside and beta methyl glucoside. Next, absolute configuration of glucose. The D and L configuration of glucose are introduced by Fischer. D and L configuration of glucose are introduced by Fischer. According to this configuration, glyceraldehyde containing only one asymmetric carbon atom taken as a standard compound. In the absolute configuration of glucose, that is D and L configuration, the D and L configuration of glucose are introduced by Fischer. According to this configuration, glyceraldehyde containing only one asymmetric carbon atom taken as a standard compound. The asymmetric carbon atom attached to CH2OH containing OH on the right side is called D-glyceraldehyde. OH group present on left side is called L-glyceraldehyde. In the glyceraldehyde, the asymmetric carbon atom attached to the CH2OH, in which the OH group is present on the right side is called D-glyceraldehyde. OH group present on left side is called L-glyceraldehyde. Here that is, it is glyceraldehyde, CHO, CHOH, CH2OH. Here that is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Actually, glyceraldehyde IUPAC name is 2,3-dihydroxypropanaldehyde. 2,3-dihydroxypropanaldehyde is called glyceraldehyde. In the glyceraldehyde, second carbon is a chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon. To the chiral carbon, H left side, hydrogen left side, OH group present on right side is called D-glyceraldehyde. Then its mirror image, for asymmetric carbon atom, OH present on left side, hydrogen present on right side is called L-glyceraldehyde. Here, any carbohydrate whose bottom asymmetric carbon atom has the configuration similar to that of configuration of D-glyceraldehyde is called D-glucose. Once again, any carbohydrate whose bottom asymmetric carbon atom has the configuration similar to that of configuration of D-glyceraldehyde is D configuration, and other one is L configuration. For example, the D and L carbohydrates are commonly written as D plus glucose, D minus fructose. Here that is D minus fructose. Here generally glucose containing aldehyde group, fructose containing ketonic group. Here glucose molecular formula C6H12O6. The structure of Fischer projection formula of glucose is CHO, that is CHOH, COHH, CHOH, CHOH, CH2OH. That is any carbohydrate whose bottom asymmetric carbon, this is the fifth carbon, bottom asymmetric carbon means that is fifth carbon, as a configuration similar to configuration of D-glyceraldehyde is called, that is D-glucose. Here the fifth carbon asymmetric carbon in which hydrogen present in the left side, OH group present on the right side, it is called D-glucose. Similarly, the carbohydrate or the glucose in which the fifth asymmetric carbon in which OH group present on the left side, hydrogen present on the right side, which is similar to the L-glyceraldehyde, is called L-glucose. These are the absolute configurations of glucose, that is D-glucose as well as L-glucose. Next, anomers. Anomers means the two isomers which are differ in the configuration at the first asymmetric carbon atom are called anomers. The two isomers which are differ in the configuration at the first asymmetric carbon atoms are known as anomers. For example, the carbon atom with respect to the existence of anomers is known as anomeric carbon atom. The carbon atom varies response for the existence of anomers is known as anomeric carbon atoms. For example, here the alpha D-glucose, beta D-glucose are called anomers, in which in the alpha D-glucose first asymmetric carbon, in which hydrogen present on the left side, OH present on the right side of first asymmetric carbon atom is called alpha D-glucose. But in the beta D-glucose, the first asymmetric carbon containing OH group left side and a hydrogen atom right side is called, that is the beta D-glucose. These two are called anomers. Here anomers means the two isomeric forms in which the first asymmetric carbon differ by the arrangement of atoms are called anomers. Alpha D-glucose, beta D-glucose are anomers. Next, epimers. Epimers means the isomers which are differ only in the configuration at C2 carbon. In the anomers, the isomers which differ in the configuration of first asymmetric carbon for glucose, then second asymmetric carbon for fructose. But in the epimers, the isomers which are differ only in the configuration at C2 carbon atom are known as epimers. For example, that is D-glucose, alpha D-glucose and alpha D-mannose are epimers. Once again, anomers means the two isomers in which the first asymmetric carbon atom differ the arrangement of atoms are called anomers, that is alpha D-glucose, beta D-glucose are anomers. But in the epimers, the isomers which are differ only at the configuration of C2 carbon atom are known as epimers. Example, alpha D-glucose and alpha D-mannose are epimers. Means here in the alpha D-glucose, that is the first asymmetric carbon, H left side, OH right side. But its adjacent carbon means second carbon, H left side, OH right side. It is called alpha D plus glucose. But in the corresponding epimer, the differ in the arrangement of atoms on the C2 carbon atom. That is differ in the arrangement of C2 carbon atom. Here in the alpha D plus glucose, the C2 carbon, hydrogen present on the left side, OH present on the right side. But its corresponding epimer, that is alpha D-mannose, the second carbon containing OH left side, hydrogen right side. It is called alpha D-mannose. These alpha D-glucose and alpha D-mannose are called epimers. Here the isomers which are differ by the configuration at C2 carbon. The isomers which are differ only in the configuration at C2 carbon atoms are known as apimers. Example, alpha D glucose and alpha D mannose are apimers. Similarly, the most of the apimers obtained from D glucose are, that is, here in the glucose molecular formula C6H12O6, it containing 4 asymmetric carbon atoms, that is CHO, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. Means in the glucose, the first carbon is aldehyde group, second, third, fourth, fifth carbons are secondary alcoholic groups, which are asymmetric carbons. The sixth carbon is a primary alcoholic group, CH2OH. Here in the D-glucose or in the glucose structure, there are 4 asymmetric carbon atoms are present. Among the 4 asymmetric carbon atoms, glucose form 16 optical isomers. The number of optical isomers possible from glucose is 2 to the power of n, where n is the number of asymmetric carbon atoms, or 4, that is 2 to the power of 4 equal to 16. In the 16 isomers, 8 pairs. 16 isomers means 8 pairs. Among these 8 pairs, 8 compounds are optically active compounds. The remaining 8 are optically inactive compounds. The optically active compounds are, that is, allose, aldose, glucose. Here that is allose, aldose, glucose, mannose, glucose, iodose, galactose, and thallose. These 8 are optically active isomers. Then its mirror images 8 are optically inactive. Total 16 optical isomers are obtained from glucose. Among these 8 compounds, that is allose, aldose, glucose, mannose, glucose, iodose, galactose, and thallose. Here the first 2 compounds, allose and aldose, are apimers, because in the allose, the second carbon containing hydrogen left side, OH group right side. But in the aldose, the second asymmetric carbon atom containing OH left side, hydrogen right side. Therefore, these 2 are called allose and aldose are called apimers. Similarly, glucose and mannose are also called apimers, because the glucose, the second asymmetric carbon, hydrogen present on the left side, OH present on the right side in glucose. But in the mannose, the second asymmetric carbon containing OH left side, hydrogen right side. Therefore, these glucose and mannose are apimers. Similarly, glucose and iodose, these 2 are also apimers. Then galactose and thallose, these 2 are also called apimers. Apimers means the 2 isomeric compounds which differ the configuration at C2 carbon are known as apimers. Example, allose, aldose. Similarly, glucose, mannose, glucose, iodose. Similarly, galactose and thallose are apimers. Next, epimerization. Epimerization means conversion of one epimer to its isomeric epimer is called epimerization. Epimerization means the conversion of one epimer to its isomeric epimer is called epimerization. Example, conversion of glucose to mannose is called epimerization. Conversion of glucose to mannose is called epimerization. Here, in the conversion of glucose to mannose, here first step, D-glucose on treatment with a mild oxidizing agent like bromine water, it forms D-gluconic acid. That is the first step. D-glucose upon treatment with mild oxidizing agent like bromine water, it forms D-gluconic acid. In the second step, on adding pyridine to the D-gluconic acid, it undergo isomerized to D-mannonic acid. Here, D-gluconic acid, by the addition of pyridine, it undergo isomerized to D-mannonic acid. Here, the D-mannonic acid, upon heating, the third step, D-mannonic acid upon heating. Here it gives, that is, undergo dehydration to give gamma lactone. That is the third step. This gamma lactone undergo reduction with sodium amalgam. It gives D-mannose. It is called epimerization. First, epimerization means the conversion of one epimer to its isomeric epimer is called isomerization. In the epimerization, the conversion of glucose to mannose is called epimerization. Means that is conversion of one epimer to its isomeric epimer is called epimerization. In the conversion of glucose to mannose, 4 steps are taken. First step, D-glucose upon treatment with mild oxidizing agent, it converted to D-gluconic acid. That is the first step. This in the second step, this D-gluconic acid added with pyridine undergo isomerization, or it undergo isomerize to give D-mannonic acid. In the third step, this D-mannonic acid upon heating undergo dehydration. Dehydration to give stable gamma lactone. In the fourth step, the gamma lactone undergo reduction with sodium amalgam to give D-mannose is called epimerization. In the chemical equation, first D-glucose, that is CHO, CHOH, CHOH taken 3, CH2OH is called D-glucose, undergo oxidation with bromine water. First, this aldehyde group is converted into acid group. The obtained compound is called D-gluconic acid, is COOH, CHOH, CHOH taken 3, CH2OH. In the second step, by the addition of pyridine, it undergo isomerize. Isomerize means that is the migration or shifting the hydrogen and OH groups, then from left to right and right to left. It gives D-mannonic acid, that is COOH, COH, H, CHOH taken 3, CH2OH. It is called epimeric aldonic acid, or that is D-mannonic acid, which upon heating, just it undergo dehydration to form gamma lactone, is CO, COH, CHOH taken to CHO, CH2OH. It is called gamma lactone. This gamma lactone undergo reduction with sodium amalgam. It gives D-mannose, CHO, COH, CHOH taken to CHOH, CH2OH. It is called D-mannose. The process of conversion of D-glucose to D-mannose is called epimerization. Next, mutarotation. Mutarotation means generally the specific rotation of optically active compounds is constant. The specific rotation of optically active compounds is constant, but the specific rotation of some compounds changes. This is known as mutarotation. That is, generally the specific rotation of optically active compounds is constant, but the specific rotation of some compounds changes. This is known as mutarotation. Mutarotation means the specific rotation of optically active compounds is constant, but the specific rotation of some compounds changes. This is known as mutarotation. Here example, the two crystalline forms of D-glucose have been isolated. They are, one is the two crystalline forms of D-glucose have been isolated. They are, one is alpha D-glucose, melting point 146 degrees centigrade and specific rotation is 113 degrees plus 113 degrees. Similarly, beta D-glucose, melting point 150 degrees centigrade and its specific rotation is plus 19 degrees. When either of these forms of D-glucose is dissolved in water and allowed to stand, a gradual change in specific rotation occurs. When either of these two forms of D-glucose is dissolved in water and allowed to stand, a gradual change in specific rotation occurs. The specific rotation of the alpha form falls and that of the beta forms rises until a constant equilibrium value of 53 degrees is reached. The change in optical rotation of a solution of either form of glucose or fructose until a constant value is obtained is called mutarotation. Once again, when either of these forms of D-glucose is dissolved in water and allowed to stand, a gradual change in specific rotation occurs. The specific rotation of the alpha form falls and that of the beta forms rises until a constant equilibrium value of plus 53 degrees is reached. The change in optical rotation of a solution of either form of glucose or fructose until a constant value is obtained is called mutarotation. Here, the mutarotation in glucose, example, glucose exists in two forms, that is alpha D-glucose and beta D-glucose in aqueous solution. Alpha glucose slowly changes into beta glucose. Due to this, the specific rotation of alpha glucose plus 110 means 110 degrees centigrade gradually decreases. Similarly, in the aqueous solution of beta glucose gradually changes to alpha glucose. So the specific rotation of beta glucose is plus 19.7 degrees gradually increases. This conversion occurs through open chain structure. Here that is first the alpha D glucose is HCOH, CHOH, CHOH taken to then CHO. It is the ring form. Then next it is CH2OH. It is alpha D glucose. Initially, its specific rotation is plus 113 or plus 110 degrees. It is gradually changes into open chain form of glucose. Then its specific rotation is 53 degrees, plus 53 degrees. Here, generally, this hydrogen gives the electrons to the carbon atom, means carbon-oxygen form double bond. These electrons are shifted to this oxygen. then it gain proton to form, that is open chain structure of glucose is C double bond OH, CHOH, CHOH taken to CHOH, CH2OH. It is the open chain structure of glucose. It is an intermediate product. Then it is isomerizes with, that is, it is isomerizes with beta D glucose is, that is COH, H. Then the second asymmetric carbon is CHOH. CHOH taken to CH bond with oxygen in the cyclic form with the first asymmetric carbon atom, CH2OH. It is the beta D. Here actually this OH group is left side, H is right side. Here beta D glucose, then its specific rotation is 19.7 degrees. The conversion of, here that is the conversion of alpha D glucose to beta D glucose through open chain glucose at equilibrium or 36%, 64%, less than 0.01 respectively. It is called explain the mutarotation. First here mutarotation means the specific rotation of the aptically active compounds are constant, but the specific rotation of some compound changes, that is called mutarotation. Here alpha D glucose, its specific rotation is plus 113. It is gradually decreases to 53 plus 53 degrees centigrade of open chain structure as an intermediate compound. Similarly, beta D glucose is then its specific rotation plus 19.7 degrees gradually increases to 53 degrees of open chain structure. Means this alpha D glucose, beta D glucose are converted through open chain D glucose with 36 and 64 percentages. Next, fructose. Here it is also known as levulose. Fructose is also known as levulose. Generally, the fructose is prepared in the laboratory from sucrose and insulin. First, the preparation of fructose from sucrose. Sucrose normally called sugar. Its molecular formula is C12H22O11. That is, sucrose undergo hydrolysis. That is, sucrose is nothing but cane sugar. Is hydrolyzed with dilute HCl. It gives the mixture of glucose and fructose. The molecular formula of cane sugar is C12H22O11 plus water. It gives glucose C6H12O6 plus fructose C6H12O6. This glucose and fructose are functional isomers. Means in the glucose aldehyde group is there, but in the fructose ketonic group is there. Second method is from insulin. Here fructose is prepared by the hydrolysis of insulin with dilute sulfuric acid. Fructose is prepared by the hydrolysis of insulin with dilute sulfuric acid. Here the molecular formula of insulin is C6H10O5 taken N. Is hydrolyzed with N moles of water in dilute sulfuric acid. It gives N moles of fructose. N moles C6H12O6 is obtained. These are the preparations of fructose from sucrose and insulin. Next, the chemical properties of fructose. Again, the fructose containing two types of functional groups, that is one alcohols and a ketonic group. It exhibits the properties of alcohols and ketones. Here, first reactions of the alcoholic group. Here, first reaction is acetylation. Here, fructose react with acetic anhydride. Fructose react with acetic anhydride, undergo acetylation to give pentaacetyl fructose. Indicate in the fructose 5 hydroxyl groups are present. In the through acetylation reaction, we can find the number of hydroxyl group present in the fructose. That is, fructose react with acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride, undergo acetylation to give pentaacetyl fructose. Here in the formation, that is in the chemical reaction, that is CH2OH, C double bond O, CHOH taken 3, CH2OH, it is fructose. Upon treatment with acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride, undergo acetylation to give pentaacetyl fructose is CH2O, COCH3, C double bond O, CHO, COCH3 taken 3, CH2O, COCH3, means it is 1, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 acetyl groups are substituted by the hydrogen atoms of hydroxyl group in the fructose. Therefore, the fructose containing 5 hydroxyl group, due to the presence of these 5 hydroxyl groups in fructose, this fructose upon treatment with acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride undergo acetylation to give pentaacetyl fructose. Next, second one, formation of fructosates. Means fructose react with metallic hydroxides to form fructosates. Example, that is fructose C6H11O5OH undergo here, that is oxidation to give calcium, in the presence of calcium hydroxide, it gives calcium fructosate is C6H11O5O CaOH plus H2O. Here, third one, see formation of fructosides like glucosides. Here, fructose react with methyl alcohol in HCl in the presence of dry HCl, form methyl fructosides. It can also give alpha methyl fructosides as well as beta methyl fructosides. Here, that is, fructose react with methyl alcohol in the presence of dry HCl. It gives alpha and beta methyl fructosides, that is C6H11O5OH plus CH3OH in the presence of dry HCl. It gives C6H11O5OCH3 plus H2O. It is alpha and beta methyl glucoside fructoside. Next, reactions of the ketonic group. First one, reduction. Here in the reduction reaction, when fructose reduced with sodium amalgam and water or catalytically or electrically, fructose gives a mixture of 2 epimeric hexahydric alcohols. Hexahydric alcohols, namely sorbitol and mannitol. Once again, here fructose when reduced with sodium amalgam and water or catalytically or electrically, fructose gives a mixture of 2 epimeric hexahydric alcohols, namely sorbitol and mannitol. This sorbitol and mannitol are called epimers because here these two isomers in which the configuration differ at C2 carbon, these are called epimers. That is fructose CH2OH, CO, CHOH taken 3, CH2OH, it is fructose, undergo reduction in the presence of sodium amalgam. It gives a mixture of sorbitol is CH2OH, CHOH, CHOH taken 3, CH2OH. The sorbitol, the second asymmetric carbon containing hydrogen left side, OH right side. Its corresponding epimer is mannitol, in which the second asymmetric carbon containing OH left side, hydrogen right side. Therefore, the sorbitol and mannitol are called epimers. Next, oxidation. Here, fructose doesn't react with mild oxidants like bromine water, because compared with the aldehyde group, then ketones are less reactive. Here fructose containing ketonic group, therefore it doesn't undergo oxidation with mild oxidants like bromine water. But fructose undergo oxidation with strong oxidizing agents like nitric acid, oxidize fructose to form a mixture of glycolic acid and tartaric acid. Glycolic acid and tartaric acid means here this fructose which undergo oxidation with strong oxidizing agents like concentrated nitric acid, cleavage of ketonic carbon with the primary alcoholic carbon, then it gives the secondary alcoholic carbon. It gives one is glycolic acid is a 2 carbons containing carboxylic acid, and tartaric acid is 4 carbons containing dicarboxylic acid. In the glycolic acid, first carbon acidic group, the carboxylic group, second carbon is primary alcoholic group. But in the tartaric acid, that is first and fourth carbons are dicarboxylic group. The second and third asymmetric carbons are secondary alcohol. Means here that is fructose undergo oxidation with strong oxidizing agents like nitric acid. It gives glycolic acid and tartaric acid. But the same fructose undergo oxidation with nitric acid. It can also give formic acid and trihydroxyglutaric acid. Trihydroxyglutaric acid. Next, action of hydrogen cyanide. Here, fructose react with hydrogen cyanide, undergo nucleophilic addition to give cyanohydrines of fructose. Here, which on heating with hydriodic acid to give 2-methyl-hexanoic acid. That is, fructose react with hydrogen cyanide, form cyanohydrine. Hydrolysis of cyanohydrine gives hydroxy acid, which on heating with hydriodic acid to give 2-methyl-hexanoic acid. That is, fructose treatment with hydrogen cyanide to give, that is, cyanohydrines of fructose. That is. Thank you.